Hey guys, welcome to another session of payments on Google Developers Live. Today we're gonna do a Hangout style session. On the East Coast, I have my colleague Pong. Hey Pong.
What's up, everybody?
Hi. Hello everyone. All right. So quick check there that you guys can see both of us. And over the past few sessions, we got a lot of questions that we didn't have time to answer. We also looked on the forums on Stack Overflow. We look on the moderator that we just posted a few days ago, gather some questions, and we try to answer those as good as we can. Of course, looking for suggestions and feedback, what you want to hear on future sessions. So before we get started, I have a quick announcement. We recently announced a series of DevFest developer events based on Google products, and there's a very interesting one coming up. I'm gonna share my screen here to show you the website. So it's called DevFest West, and it will, you guys can see, okay, you can see the site. It will happen October 20th to 21st at the Google headquarters in Mountain View, California. So if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, please attend. It's going to be fun. 2 days. There are going to be parties. There are going to be code labs. Very interesting session. Of course, we're going to talk about payments. So if you have time, make sure you don't miss it. It's on a weekend. So mark it on your calendars. Now, with that out of the way, let's go over some questions. So let me look at the
I have a question first. Hold on. I'm on our page, and then I'm trying to see if the video is live. Can everybody see our live stream right now?
I think so.
Okay, just making sure. Because it looks like on our Google Developers Live page, the video isn't the live stream isn't the right live stream.
Oh, probably there's a small delay there, but I think we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you refresh, then you'll see it, and that's
Okay.
actually a very good point. Probably, if some people joined earlier, they would need to refresh now to see us. Good. Let's start with a question. So we launched subscription about a month ago, and a lot of people have been trying it. Quite a few launches, and of course there are lots of questions. It's a new product, and we have still have some work to do. So I'll start with a question here. If a recurring subscription transaction failed, for example, because the credit card expired, will the subscription be canceled immediately, or will the customer be able to update the payment method? So that's a very common case. You have a long-term subscription, you bill your customer monthly, and let's say he or she signed up for a couple of years, but as it is the case, a lot of credit cards expire yearly or every 2 years. So if that happens and the credit card has expired mid-subscription period, then of course the recurring subscription transaction will fail. So when that happens, the customer will receive a notification, an email, and we will give instructions on how to update the credit card. There will be a link and step-by-step instruction to update the credit card link to that specific subscription. The customer will have 3 days to update the credit card and retry the subscription. If there are other specific cases besides the credit card expiration, he or she will also have the option to go and immediately retry the subscription or contact their credit card company to see what's going wrong. So from your point of view as a merchant, you don't have to worry about that. If a subscription fails, then the customer will be notified and they will have the option to update their credit card online. If you see other cases where that is not happening, please let us know on the forum on Stack Overflow or on our bi-weekly office hours. One more question. Pong, you want to take that one?
Yep. So the question I have is it possible to create a Google Wallet account without actually being in the USA or adding my credit or debit cards? I'm writing a web application in which I want to support the Add to Google Wallet option. Is it possible? So I think I need a little bit more context here because we have multiple purchase methods, we have multiple options, and then I'm not quite sure if they're looking to sign up as a buyer or sign up as a merchant. So I'm going to try to cover pretty much everything.
Yeah, let's talk about both cases and give a quick overview of the sign-up process in both situations.
Yep. So as a buyer, Google Wallet supports over 140 countries in almost all of the payment flows. So in payment flows like Android or Google Play, checkouts, Google Wallet for digital goods, all of these different payment flows support buyers from over 140 different countries. Now, in order to be able to complete the purchase, we only support, well, it depends on the purchase flow. So, for example, if you're purchasing on Android, you'll have credit cards, debit cards, and carrier billing. And checkouts, we only support credit cards and debit cards, and the same if for Google Wallet for digital goods. On the merchant side, it's a little bit different. So for merchants, you can sign up for a merchant account for checkout in 2 countries, US and UK. You can sign up for a merchant account for Google Wallet for digital goods in 18 countries. And there's an FAQ with the list of countries that we support. And then for Android, you can sign up for a merchant account in 31 different countries, right? And we're always looking to continue to expand the number of countries that each of these payment methods support. But it takes a little bit more time for each of these as well. In terms of signing up without a credit or debit card, you can supply your federal tax ID in most of these cases, so you don't need to enter in your credit card or debit card as part of your identification. So I hope that answers your question, and if it doesn't, then please follow up on the forums, and then we always check the forums, so somebody will be there and see if we can provide a better answer to your question.
Cool. Thanks, Bo. So we're always looking to improve the sign-up process. It is cumbersome, but we have to follow all kinds of financial regulations. And based on your feedback and usability studies, we're trying to make that process as simple as possible. So the next question, I'll take the next one. It's also related to in-app payments, and probably this is a new merchant trying the subscriptions API. And the question is, the digital goods API sometimes uses a pop-up window to ask the user for information. Is it possible to disable the pop-up? So sometimes that can create problems, especially on mobile devices. And the reason we are requiring a pop-up is to securely log in the user or transmit information, private information of us, such as credit card payments. So there is a very good reason for the pop-up. On the other hand, we agree that it is not a very nice user interface issue. So we're looking at ways to remove that and make it simpler and seamless for users of the digital goods API to either sign in or complete a transaction. Note that that happens only the first time the user logs in or the first time they enter the credit card information. If they already have a Google checkout account and they already have a payment method set up, you will not see the pop-up. Or you will see it very rarely if the user did not log in the account for weeks. So stay tuned, we're looking for ways to improve that and make it a better user experience.
All right. I'll take the next question, and it is, what is the current criteria for getting started as a merchant, or do you have any time frame for general availability? And I think this one needs a little bit more context as well. So I guess I'll talk about the different purchase flows for merchants. There's checkouts, there's Google Wallet for digital goods, there is, I guess, Google Play, and then there is Google Wallet for online commerce. I'm guessing that this one is specifically geared towards Google Wallet for online commerce because the other ones are open sign-up, right now, but let's walk through each of them anyway. So for checkouts, you just need to be it's open sign up. You need to be a U.S. or U.K. merchant because those are the only two countries that we support for checkout. And then you need to sign up with either a credit card or your federal tax ID. For Google Play, I believe that you need to be a developer. You need to sign up to be a developer of Google Play, and I think the requirements are the same, but we support additional countries. For Google Wallet for Digital Goods, we support 18 countries, and I think it's the same information for sign up as well. And for the last one, Google Wallet for Online Commerce, right now we're accepting applicants. I don't know if we have specific criteria. I think we're just looking for, because we've kind of soft launched, we haven't fully launched yet, that we're just looking for great partners to work with.
Do we have a website or a way for interested merchants to sign up?
Yeah, there should be a sign up on the Google Wallet for Online Commerce developers page. I think there's a link in the nav somewhere.
Okay, so just express your interest, and then we'll follow up with additional information on how to sign up.
Yep.
Yeah, great. Looks like there's interest on an API that's just launched. It's always good news. All right, I'll take the next one. Like, I'm getting the easy questions, Pong. You got the more complicated ones.
Like we're doing a lot of talking.
It's also about subscriptions and someone who's trying different variations on subscription. The question is, when a customer cancels a subscription, a digital subscription, before the expiration date, will prorated refunds be issued? So the policy that we have right now is when a customer cancels a subscription mid-period, before the expiration, before the end of the next subscription period, then there will be no refunds. The entire subscription will run out until the end of the next period, after which it will be canceled. However, as a merchant, you can show goodwill or decide to offer the customer other options. In this case, you can decide to do a prorated refund. You can do that from the merchant center, where you go and refund a specific amount. You can refund for the entire period. It's all entirely up to you. So you have a choice in this case, or you can let the subscription run out. As a quick point for non-technical related questions related subscriptions, I would recommend to go look at the help center. It's a little hard to find, but if I can share the screen here, I can show you where it is in on our documentation page. So let me go back to the page here, and if we go on our Digital Goods API page, if you look on the side navigation bar under Resources Help Center, if you click on Help Center, it will take you to a merchant end user help center, and most likely you will find the answer to such question there. Cool.
Cool.
So, can I take the next question?
Yep. I think we've covered this one again before, but we're just going to go over it again. Why is Google Wallet not available on Verizon Galaxy Nexus?
Oh, yeah, we answer that every session.
Yeah, it's a Nexus device. So, I mean, I can't really get into details about why, but I just want everybody to know that we are in talks with the carriers, and I mean, it's the powers that we're working with, the powers that be, right? And, you know, we want to make Wallet available everywhere. So we're still trying to push for it, and then we'll see where it goes.
Cool. That's the answer we've been giving you guys for the past few months. But we always have new announcements, and things happen really quickly. So
yeah. One of these days, we're going to be like, boom.
We will have something else to say pretty soon. All right, another hard question for you, another easy one for me. So let me go. Okay, so I'm getting all the digital payments and subscription questions today, and this one is about the are there plans? It's about a programmatic API. So the question is, are there plans to allow merchants to cancel and refund subscription programmatically? So that is a very good question, and obviously it's a very useful API. If you have if you're a high volume merchant, you have a high number of subscriptions, you do not have time to do refunds or cancellations manually. So that's where a programmatic API will come in very handy and allow you to automate the entire process. And the good news is that we have that in the works, and it will be available very soon for beta testing. We're asking you guys for additional feedback and what other APIs you think there will be useful. So stay tuned. We'll announce something very soon.
Cool. I'll get the next question. I'm testing checkout in the sandbox.
All
My
right.
merchant account currency is in US dollars, but I want to place an order in euros. How can I change the current account currency to euros? Well, for checkout, it's an older API. Right now, it's still restricted to US and UK merchants only. So you can, and you can only bill in the currency of your account. So if your account is a US account, you can only bill in US dollars. If your account is a UK account, you can bill in British pounds. So like that's kind of restrictive. However, we have a separate API called Google Wallet for digital goods. The main purpose of it is, as the API name states, to sell or enable the purchase of digital goods. Right? And with this API, what you're actually able to do is you can specify any of something like 20 currencies or 29 currencies, and then have us automatically convert the charge amount, the native currency charge amount, to the currency of your account. Right. So it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to sell physical goods, unfortunately, you won't be able to do this right now with checkout. But if you're selling digital goods, we have a solution for you called Google Wallet for digital goods.
Yeah, and in this particular situation where the user is looking to sell in euros, we are supporting most of the countries in the Eurozone. So out of the 18 countries supported for Google for digital goods, a lot of them are using the euros. So you can have your account in euros and go away and sell.
Yep.
Okay, my turn. All right, I have another easy one. So someone has been posting this question on the Google Plus stream, and the question is, how can I join the wallet team? And that is a fantastic question. And we are hiring on multiple levels. It's not clear if this developer wants to join the developer relations team or the wallet engineering team, but we're hiring in both of them. And I can share my screen again and show you where you can go look. So easiest place to start is if you go to developers.google.com/jobs, where all the developer relation jobs are listed, starting with developer advocates, developer programs engineer, program manager, technical writers. Browse through those and follow the links for more details. The interview process is similar for most positions, and after you receive an offer, then you can decide which area you're more interested in.
Come join our team. Come join our team. It's great.
Yes, come join our team, exactly. The wallet team is hiring. So yeah, go check out either developers.google.com/jobs or google.com/jobs. Lots of very good information on both sides.
Yep. Okay, and then I have another question. When will the Google Wallet for online commerce APIs be available internationally? And that's a tough question because right now we've only kind of soft launched. So even the US, we're trying to launch in the US first, grow the merchant user base here, and then launch internationally, of course, after that. Right now what we're doing is we with like our other payment methods, we're only supporting credit cards and debit cards. And as a lot of you know, most countries in the world, or only like a few countries in the world, actually use credit cards and debit cards very heavily. There would be the U.S., UK, maybe France, probably Australia, and Canada, right? So, I mean, we definitely want to expand internationally, but I can't really get into time scope or time frame.
Well, things are moving fast, guys, so don't lose patience. It'll happen. All right, we are at the end of our session. It looks like we don't have any more questions. Just a quick reminder that we want you guys to attend our DevFest West. I'm gonna put again the website on. So this, register if you have not. There will be code labs, parties, and of course all kinds of interesting sessions, including a session on wallet APIs. So with that, thank you for attending. We're looking forward to see you guys again in a couple of weeks. And let us know how we're doing. Let us know what topics you want to hear on the forum or on the Google Plus stream.
Remember to apply. Oh, yeah, remember to apply to join our team.
Oh, yes, and whoever is interested in jobs with the wallet team, please apply. All right, thanks, Pong.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone, for attending.
Always a pleasure.
We'll see you back in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
See you guys.